What's up, you guys? It's Mary.
And
We invite you guys to like,
share,
subscribe
and comment
down below, y'all.
And if you guys want to contribute to our channel,
Yes, in any way.
If you want to contribute to the content, please see our email down below. If you want to send love donations
and give support,
see our Zelle
down below.
And for those of you who are new to our channel, welcome to the family. And
Yes.
for our subscribers who
Thank
have
you
been
for
with us on
rocking
this
with
journey,
us.
yes, we just love you guys. All right,
We are going to get right into it, you guys.
Mm.
It is a MILF Manor. What's today? Thursday?
Second episode.
MILF Manor Thursday, you all. And we are on the second episode. And it just got ratchet.
Real ratchet.
Too young. It was too quick. Like, I thought I had whiplash. So, basically,
they had to get together and write down their secrets.
Well, the night before.
They were going to go put it on some tree.
First of all, my thing is,
and then
no one knew why.
Guess whose secret? What secret is her son's? The son has to guess what secret is his mom's.
Well, when they were told to write this, nobody knew that it was going to be used on the show.
No.
My thing is, if a producer is telling you to do it, you have to know it's going to be for the show. They're not doing it just because they want you to seek therapy.
No.
So I thought it was dumb. Too young. You really should have taken that to your grave.
To your grave, girl.
I don't want to know if my mom had sex with my best friend. I actually don't want to know.
He's trying to think, which one was it? The poor son.
He looked so traumatized. He's like, wow, you just screwing all the homies. As he clutched onto that pillow for dear life and could not even look her in the eye. She looked very ashamed. So you could tell it really, really happened.
I know.
She looked ashamed. She's like, well, I'm human. Was it worth it? And I'm sure she never ever. Let me work it. But yeah, so I mean, I just felt like, why would you go and admit this? Like, this is something I like. If I had done this, which I never will, but I'm taking it to my grave. The shame I feel. I don't care if I'm on a show. I'm not going to come and tell my deepest, darkest secrets. That's
on a show with strangers
that you don't know. You think they wish you well, child? Please.
But I think this friend is still his best friend, and maybe she's been feeling guilty because the friend still comes around. Probably looks at her.
Man, don't tell me they've been doing it on the low, on the sneaky sneak.
Oh my God!
Because it looked like that pain was still fresh. I was just shocked. And then Ryan. And then my thing is, I felt like, even though your mom did do something effed up, I just don't feel like you kind of air her out to dry. Because that's still your mom at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody's saying, wow, that's the most effed up thing. No, Ryan putting his sick weenie in 7 different women is the worst thing.
I know.
Like, yes, she had sex with the son's best friend. But at least she wasn't doing orgies with all the best friends. It could have gotten so much worse. But why is it when a woman does something, it's so horrible? Him putting him stuff in 7 different women is disgusting.
But you know something? I actually guessed it was Ryan.
Yeah.
Because he's biracial. I know. I shouldn't say that. But he's biracial, right? I mean, is he even biracial?
Is he biracial? Because the mom's
Maybe
black.
He's not. The mom looks biracial.
Yeah.
Right? The mom looks biracial. So probably the father is black. But he's a black guy. That is really the reason why.
Yeah.
That's the really reason why.
And black men are very promiscuous.
Yes.
Majority of them.
Yes.
You see them, they have multiple baby mothers.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
And they talk about it.
It's all in the
music. In a very
music.
callous way. So I was just like, I just knew it had to be Ryan. And if it wasn't Ryan, if Ryan wasn't there, then I would have gone for the other guy who's biracial, who's the mom is Caucasian, but the father is black. Anybody who had a black father, I said it was going to be him. Seriously. And I knew, as soon as I saw 7-woman orgy, I was like, yeah, black man. That's a black man for you right there. Your stuff all out in Front Street. The world knows.
Really.
Like, let us not even try to pretend. Do you think anybody in that whole group did not know it was Ryan? And if Ryan wasn't there, they would have chosen Stephanie's son next.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. But that has to be embarrassing as a mom to know your son did something like that. I just would have walked out the room.
Just out here just hoeing.
Yeah.
Just hoeing. And then when you're ready, once, I don't want a woman with high body counts. These women, they are not.
When your body count touches the ceiling.
But they're not there for me. They're not this. After you go around spoiling everybody else's daughters All of a sudden, you want what?
You want a holy,
and then
a good girl,
and then all of a
you
sudden,
don't deserve one.
And then all of a sudden, they're not in America. Let me become a passport bro, and let me go exploit the other women in the other countries.
And to talk about how easy they are. All you have to do is give them some fries, and they just bust
and then you
it
go
open.
Spoiling them. You think they want you there to go spoil their women?
Yeah, no.
So that they're no good for their men? No, they don't. But yeah, I knew it was right, and I said it. I said, "This is right, please."
I could not figure out who it was.
Everybody knew that too.
Yeah. I'm shocked that Charlene's son was a male entertainer, but I mean, he has the body for it, so...
He kind of, to me, looked like that.
Really?
He did. He also gave me a little bit of bisexual vibes. I mean, he has a cute face. I'm not really into blonde hair like that, but, I don't think there's anything wrong for you to go do your little dancing that you did.
There's nothing wrong with being an entertainer, He
wasn't a stripper. I think he just
No, the mom said male entertainer means stripper. It's a nice word for saying stripper. He was a stripper. And he's like, well, mom, it's a male entertainer. He said stripper, male entertainer is the same damn
now.
thing. Well, he said he was. I don't know if he's still doing it or not. But Jimmy got pink eye eating the groceries. So,
eating someone's bottom, right?
Yes. I was trying not to
There's a name that they call that.
Fudge licking!
I just remembered the term. I had no idea. I was in medical assistant
I should not have said that so loud.
And someone was talking about it. I know, because for the law, I've been trying to find this word. And they said it, and I was like, oh, what was that? And they were all laughing at me and stuff. I had no idea. Because she was trying to say, they were, it was in nursing, medical assistant school, right? So they were trying to tell us some of the people, like they went on some clinical, and they were saying they met these young girls, and they were like, they went to a clinic, and they were like maybe 11, 12, and they were all giggling and laughing about this fudge licking that they were doing. And I was like, what was that?
You said they were 11, 12 years old?
Mm-hmm.
In medical school?
Not in medical school. When you're trying to do medical assisting or any kind of working in the healthcare system, you go on these, they call them clinicals, where you actually go and will work or intern at this clinic.
Right.
You may spend a day or two or something like that, right? So it's not for a very long time. So one of the medical assistant students was talking about when they went to this particular clinic, and there were these students who came in, and they were talking about, because, they were trying to do sex education or whatever, and there were these students who were like, oh, well, I'm not, like, sexually active yet, but I do this fudge licking, and they were all laughing. And so they were telling the story in class, and everyone, I guess, seems to know what fudge licking was. I didn't know what it meant. I was like, oh. I said, oh, I thought this was a sex education. I mean, does that have anything to do with their diet or something? And the whole class just fell out. And so when they explained it to me, I was in shock for a while. I was just in shock. I was just in shock.
They have all these...
That this is going on. And how old? My God. This was like in early 2000, very early 2000. And that was already going on.
My issue is they have all these fruity terms for all this horrendous sex acts. Fudge licking, like you eat ice cream. Golden showers, yeah. Like it's some luxury experience. But some like, what put it waste on you?
Can't.
Like it's so, just
so now
just,
the guy
just
got
take
pink
me
eye
out
from
if
his fudge licking. I don't know. I guess his eyes were open.
He was so deep that he got pink eye.
That was
Su
deep. Young's son.
That's all I gotta say. Next.
You guys bear with us with the MILF Manor. Bear with us, man.
Okay. We had to take a break from the... So, anyway, but back. Where was I? Oh, 11:22.
Oh, okay.
But yes, so Jimmy was so traumatized that he went in the nude and swam there as he was drunk.
And he found out by his mama.
He had his weenie out. He was drunk, swimming around, talking about how y'all don't know about life, man. Life is real hard. Y'all don't know about this life.
He was naked
in the pool. They had to blur it out. The debauchery.
His genitals out.
Yeah. It was quite a bit. As Charlene sat there watching him, trying to talk to him.
And then
I don't know what she was trying to do. Maybe she was trying to. I don't want to accuse her of nothing.
She left when Soo Young came.
And tried to give him a towel and told him to get out. He said, "I'm so sick of you telling me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. I'll get out when I want to get out."
Maybe she's one of those tiger moms. I don't know. You know, tiger moms. They talk about the Asian moms who are very much
like this,
like that, and they're pushing their children to be the best in everything.
Yeah.
So yeah. But oh my goodness gracious. So how about what's her name? Kelly goes
on a date with Jose. She actually took him out on the date to show him the Mushroom Rock. That mind you, they are actually in Mexico.
Yes.
His mom is Hispanic. Yes. Let's keep that in mind when we talk about the next thing. So they go on a date to whatever, stuff like that. Yes. She comes like, we went on a date. It was so lovely. Paola was literally calm as a cucumber and all this stuff. And she was like, you should have taken me. Next time you should take me. And she's like, no. But I think she was annoyed. She was annoyed that she could not get to Paola.
Right. Or whatever. Then Jose went and sat right next to his mom again.
Yes. Start speaking their native language and their native
with another
country
Hispanic
or
woman,
state.
Stephanie.
Yes. They're speaking their first language in there where they grew up.
In Mexico.
And she has the nerve with her entitled ass to tell them, go speak Spanish somewhere else.
And also Charlene said something too, it's rude or whatever.
I know, but she went so hard.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, it gave me racist vibes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, how dare you, as entitled as you are, to tell somebody, a Hispanic, who is in Mexico.
Who's talking to her son.
Who's talking to her son. Not even talking to you.
No.
Telling her, take your ass somewhere else and go speak that elsewhere. Who the hell are you to tell her that?
It actually kind of seemed like they came around them. Like, these people were over here.
We can't understand
talking.
you. We can't and then also, what if it's not for you to understand?
You could have walked away and gone to speak your English somewhere else. But no.
You want to tell somebody who is from Mexico not to speak their language
in Mexico?
Are you dumb? Are you dense? Or is it both?
Both.
It was too much for me. And then what was also annoying for me was Stephanie and them going to try to make it up to her. Like, no, understand. It's a bad habit. No, it's not a bad habit. It's a beautiful thing for you to have pride in your country. It's a beautiful thing for you to have pride in your language. Most of the people here in Tanzania speak Swahili. I'm never going to tell somebody, go and learn English.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm here in your country. I need to learn your language.
Hello.
That's how it should be.
Yes.
But it's this entitlement.
You're in Mexico.
Telling her not to speak Spanish.
You're not even in America. You're in Mexico.
Like, how dare you?
And she's talking to her son.
Speaking to her Hispanic native.
Like,
and you have the nerve to tell her, don't speak Spanish.
Yeah. It's almost as if you guys could also have you didn't have to be part of this conversation. You could have your own conversations over there.
But the thing is, she wants to sabotage it. She wants to ruin it.
She was upset because Paola cannot be bothered
with her.
With you. She's not jealous of you.
No. Living her best life.
Not checking for you.
No.
It drove her nuts.
And then also she doesn't like Jose anymore. She doesn't like Jose anymore because she has gotten him. For her, I think it's the chase.
Yeah.
And she's like, this man really likes me. He's into me.
But not only that, Jose went back to his mom.
Yeah, she thought that she could break up their relationship.
And then I also feel that she thought that she could. She realized she could not.
Because he's family oriented, and that's what you said that's what you liked about him day one. Now it's some weird family attachments. Okay, which one is it?
I know.
Girl, go get some damn help.
So when
now I'm the villain. I'm the bad guy.
I think she expected Jose to follow her to her room, and he did not. He stayed with his mama, and he was like, this is another side of Kelly. He
went to the bedroom himself.
And he was like,
yeah, this probably will not work out.
Probably not, especially if you have a problem with my native. The guy has an accent, for crying out loud. So English is not his first language.
I know. So my thing is, and that's also probably how they grew up speaking that language. But it just drew her.
Of course they do. That's why they're speaking it now.
Exactly. But it just drove her insane.
Yeah.
For no reason at all. So, yeah, that was crazy. And then Charlene did say something, but Charlene, please, you are just going to follow the crowd. But she didn't say much, really. She's like, well, I feel a little excluded. But Kelly went so
you
hard.
Excluded, go speak with Kelly over there in the corner.
Or go get Google Translates on your phone if you're that pressed.
Exactly.
Just the entitlement.
In Mexico. I am sure you have heard the waiters and waitresses that came around speaking Spanish. I will hope you did tell them to speak English because you were there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So that was all a mess. Quite honestly.
That was a mess. She really showed her behind. Embarrassing.
Yeah. But on the next episode, apparently Stephanie is getting close with Gabriel, but she says that she's not really into Gabriel at all, that
Gabriel
or whatever.
Is 20. He's the youngest, and I also see he has an eye for April, who's the oldest, 59. But you said he was really liking Stephanie, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was really liking Stephanie, I believe. Mm-hmm. But she was like, no, I'm not interested in him or whatever and stuff like that.
She's interested in Ryan.
Yes.
Which Stephanie was a second choice, I think, to Ryan because he was making a move. Because he already said
that he thinks Asian women, really.
Exactly. That's pretty much what he said. He said Kelly was not his aesthetic.
But she's Thai hot like an Asian person.
Right. So, so that's where he kind of goes for that. And, but I saw him try to make a move to Paola. Paola is like, I have to go see my son.
Yeah, she was not feeling you. Like, he was trying to be with her.
He was trying to be like, I don't know what's going on with her. And
like, it's some weird attachment. She said that because she does not want anything to do with you. Yeah.
She sees you far with your 7-woman orgy. She has already heard about you from you all.
If she did not want,
she does not want
you. If she did not want Pink Eye Jimmy, what makes you think she would want you with your 7-woman orgy?
This is a clean woman. She don't want no dirty man.
And she's
doing dirty things. She is a clean woman. Okay.
And I'm sure she's gonna be very happy because once she watches this back,
she clutched herself like, I'm going to go see my son.
And I'm sure she's very happy once she watches this back and she finds out that Jimmy went to suck her toes. She'll be like, oh thank God I didn't kiss him. Is he talking about sucking my toes? Yeah, and I don't think she a freak like that.
It probably comes off. And then, so after that, Ryan went to Stephanie. So Stephanie, you were like second to Ryan, but you're there kissing him because I think Stephanie is just trying to probably get her groove on. You could tell that the father that she had was, because she has a biracial child, so obviously she's into black men, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And so she's attracted to Ryan, but you were not Ryan's first choice.
Oh, and apparently Kelly was kissing Stephanie's son. So it seems like she wants to get at all the younger women who look better than her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she even went to Stephanie and said, how do you feel?
Because she was upset with Paola and Stephanie for speaking
Spanish. So now she's going to Stephanie. So she basically went there. It's like, I'm so sorry. But basically what happened was she went to Stephanie and said, you won't believe what your son said. He says they don't have the right size condoms for him.
Okay. Listen.
Somebody get this lady some help. I was just like, what are you talking about? What are you actually saying?
And while you're at it, get the brothers some help.
I like
mental help.
Like he said, like he was like, man, they ain't even got my condom size in this country.
I wonder
it's so big.
I just wonder how the conversation came up.
I can't wait to watch it.
And I'm sorry they do. Listen, I worked in STD, right? I worked in a
HIV clinic,
right? And there was also an STD clinic in this. I worked in the health department.
Yeah.
Listen, okay? And I also worked in the hospital.
Yeah.
Listen to me when I tell you. I know there's this thing. It's kind of like a myth, right? That black men are, I don't know, really big. It is a myth. It's not true. I don't know if it was happening before, maybe when they were eating more close to the land.
Yeah.
I don't know. But from what I have seen, and I've seen many, that is not true. Okay? I think it's not really a race thing. I don't believe.
Because you said the biggest one you saw was on a white person.
Oh, God.
I remember you told me that.
Yes, I did tell you that. I'd love for you to say it here. It's not everything I tell you that I need you to say it here.
I just slipped out, sorry. Hi. Yeah.
Hot mess. Anyway, yes, actually that's true. That was the biggest I saw. These days, they do have implants also. Implants are being done.
I'm shocked because the thing is they have to cut off the nerve.
Spectrum.
They do have to cut off nerves though. So I'm like, how can you even enjoy them?
I don't know how they do implants. I have no idea.
But they have to cut off nerve systems,
I'm
sure. Because it's like breast surgery.
I don't know. I don't know how they do the implants. Okay? Maybe the breast, because it's women, maybe they do that in a way where you don't have feelings in certain places. But maybe for the men, they make sure it's done right. So they can have feelings. Who knows how things are done. It's kind of like the mammogram. You go to the mammogram, they gotta squeeze your breast so tight, right?
Which I think is unfair. I'm sure they can do a different way. Myself,
why don't they have the men go put their stuff there and you squeeze it?
Well,
they don't do that,
well,
right?
Don't they have that thing where it goes up their anus?
Yeah, the prostate exam, yeah.
I mean, that's also traumatizing.
Yeah, that could be too. But
how did we get here? I know, what are we talking about again?
MILF Manor.
Oh! MILF Manor. You see, the show's got us talking about all types of debauchery, and I'm just like...
my goodness gracious. But yeah, so, I mean, he talked about his size, whatever. He might be big. I mean, I've also seen, men, black men with big ones. And it's true. But the biggest I saw was not a black man. But then, yeah. Anywho.
Anyway, let's not ruffle any feathers.
No, I'm just saying that, especially for women who are going out of their way to say I'm going to be with a black man.
Just for that, don't be disappointed.
Yeah. Right? Because it's not everyone. It's like Angela 90 Day Fiance, saying that Michael is not even
that good in bed because I never called Jesus' name.
He's not even touching something or whatever she said.
Well, because remember,
probably
was like
he had a small stuff, so don't just go with that. Like, this is the problem when you have stereotypes, right? When you have these little stereotypical thinking, and you have these biases, and you think, oh yeah, he is great, and then you're disappointed. Okay, and I have a friend of mine who actually is black, and he. I know I said that in a way as though I don't have black friends. So like, you know what I'm saying? Which is not true. Yeah, most of my friends are black. I mean, I am black. Hello. But anyway, I had this friend who, very tall, he went with someone who was not black, right? But the person thought, it was a Caucasian woman. The person thought that he had a big stuff, and he didn't.
He told you the story?
He didn't. And, soon after that, the relationship was over. And she told him why. Because he was surprised. I mean, you have literally thrown yourself at me. And I don't understand. Like, we had sex and now you're breaking up with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, it took me a while for me to even get this way. But she broke up with him because she was just like, look, one, it's not what I thought it was. And two, sex was not good. So I say that to say, listen, don't have that bias because
it can lead you astray.
Exactly.
Anyway, we are not about that life. So
we're not about what life?
That life of being with people because of their penis size.
Oh, yes.
We are both waiting for marriage. But we just had to say that because she, was a nurse in the clinic, and we just thought, Stephanie. I just want to remind people how she knew about all this, so nobody talking about. Well, I'm with it anyway. It's married,
and
we want y'all to like, share, subscribe. Make comments down below.